Hello everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing well, and I also hope that you always find reasons to smile every day. For today, we'll have a 9-line daily English dialogue, and I'll be reading the lines first. After that, we'll discuss about grammar, sentence structure, vocabulary, and more. Are you ready? Okay, this is the situation. Nick is talking with one of his neighbors on the bench. So this is how it goes. I'm Nick, by the way. I'm Nick, by the way. I'm Miranda. I'm Miranda. Wow, it's already the end of July. Wow, it's already the end of July. Right. Now we're halfway through this year. Right. Now we're halfway through this year. It seems like yesterday was just New Year's Day. It seems like yesterday was just New Year's Day. What do you do to stay healthy in the summer? What do you do to stay healthy in the summer? I try to drink enough water. I try to drink enough water. I put some pieces of fruit in my water these days. I put some pieces of fruit in my water these days. That sounds fresh and tasty. That sounds fresh and tasty. Now let's study each line. Nick is talking with one of his neighbors on the bench. That is the situation. So let's have talk to. What is the difference between talk to and talk with? Which should we use? Talk to and talk with both mean to converse. Some people think that talk to should be used to mean one-way or one-sided conversation. Some people also feel that talk with should be reserved for discussions between two or more participants. In almost all cases, talk to and talk with can be used interchangeably. So we have here an example. Can I talk to you for a minute? Or you can just say, can I talk with you for a minute? That's going to be absolutely fine. So let's have another structure here. One of his neighbors. In this structure, we need to follow this rule. One of plus plural noun plus singular form of the verb if you put it in a sentence as a subject. Like here, for example, one of my friends is waiting to volunteer. One of my friends is waiting to volunteer. Is should be our verb here. Let's go to the first line. I'm Nick, by the way. By the way is used to introduce a new subject or topic. I actually discussed this on my previous video, but I'll be very glad to say this one more time. So again, we have an example here. I believe we've seen everything we need to. By the way, what time is it? You use by the way to introduce a topic or a subject. Or you can also use this to give further information. For example, the manager is a man, by the way, not a monster. Let's go to the next line. I'm Miranda. I'm Miranda. What are other ways to introduce ourselves? You can introduce yourself by starting, my name is, which is very common, I am, or I'm, then you state your name. You can also say, nice to meet you, I'm, pleased to meet you, I'm, and more. So just take a look at these and you can use any of these to introduce yourself in the future. What's your name and what's your favorite expression here? Let's go to the next line. Wow, it's already the end of July. Wow, it's already the end of July. The words below are exclamatory words. So we have here, wow, brilliant, awesome, ouch. So you use these when you try to express powerful feelings like anger, frustration, happiness, confusion, love, elation, sorrow, and or surprise. So you can use any of these words. As for exclamatory Sentences we have here. I passed the exam. What is that? That is expressing happiness. My life will never be the same without English. Okay, we have also, I can't live without you. Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's go to the next line. Right, we're halfway through this year. Halfway, what does that mean? Halfway means in the middle of a period of time. Let's have an example. It's halfway through the night and you're still awake. It's halfway through the night and you're still awake. You better have enough sleep, okay? So we have here the next line. It seems like yesterday was just New Year's Day. It seems like yesterday was just New Year's Day. It seems like yesterday is an expression used to say that something feels like it just happened. For example, it's been over a month since we talked, but it seems like yesterday. Well, time flies so fast, doesn't it? Now let's go to the next line. What do you do to stay healthy in the summer? What do you do to stay healthy in the summer? We can use to plus infinitive to say why we do something. It tells the other person the reason. For example, we have, she studies hard to enroll in an Ivy League university. Who doesn't want that? But do you study hard? Okay, one more time. She studies hard to enroll in an Ivy League university. She studies hard to enroll in an Ivy League university. To enroll in an Ivy League university is her purpose of studying hard. How about you? Are you studying hard? Or are you studying anything of any sort? Let me know. Let's go to the other example. He gave up sweets to lose weight. He gave up sweets to lose weight. Next, I'm calling my friend to ask for advice. Who doesn't need advice? Let's go to the next line. I try to drink enough water. I try to drink enough water. Most of my students struggle with this pattern. Try to do versus try doing. When you try to do something, you make an effort to do it. You may have to expend energy in the attempt to do it. When you try to do something, you may succeed or you may fail. Let's have an example. I tried to lift the heavy box. I tried to find my lost keys. These two things are not that easy. When you try doing something, you do it with the intention of finding out what will happen when you do it. Your purpose is not to see if you would succeed or fail, but to make some progress or solve the problem. For example, the window was stuck shut, so I tried hitting it with a hammer to see if that would open it. Another example, the teacher is being strict, and you can advise, try listening to him more. Try listening to him more. So in these cases, you want to find out what will happen when you do it. Let's go to the next. I put some pieces of fruit in my water these days. I put some pieces of fruit in my water these days. Put something in or put in something means to include something. I have here 3 examples. They put in images for better understanding. They put images in for better understanding. They put in them for better understanding. They put them in for better understanding. So as you can see, there's 3 checks and an X. The third example, the rule here, you cannot put a pronoun after a phrasal verb. Now let's go to the next line. We have, that sounds fresh and tasty. That sounds fresh and tasty. The meaning of sound here isn't similar with noise. That sounds is used to express your idea or your suggestion about what someone has said. For example, How about a picnic this weekend? Sounds great. Let's just hope for good weather. So that's it for now. I hope you always have time to watch my videos, to learn English, and just have fun with me. Please don't forget to subscribe and see you on my next video. Dr. Brown, can you give me a reference letter for another school? Dr. Brown, can you give me a reference letter for another school?